Hi, it's Darnell with Wave Oven Recipes, and today I'm going to be air frying chicken tenderloins in a Ninja Foodi Grill XL so we can see how its air crisp function does doing some old-fashioned air frying right now. Alright, so let's go over the ingredients for these air fried chicken tenderloins. I've got myself 7 chicken tenderloins here. And I'm going to be doing an egg wash and a breading. For the egg wash, I have 1 ounce of water, 2 large eggs. For the breading, I've got 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of yellow cornmeal, a tablespoon of freshly cracked black pepper, 1 ounce of Old Bay seasoning. I've also got some Grill Mates Monterey chicken seasoning, and I'll be using some cooking spray later on just to help get the air fry process to work really good for these. And so to start off, I'm going to just put some chicken seasoning on the chicken tenderloins before I bread them and put anything else on them, because that helps to give a nice little tasty underbite. And nothing in this video is sponsored, by the way. These are just ingredients that I like to use. So I just season up both sides of the chicken like this here before I do anything else. So just going to sprinkle some on this other side here like that there. You can use as much or as little as you personally prefer. And so with the chicken seasoning on there, now I'm going to go ahead and get my egg wash together. So got my eggs and going to swirl in my water and mix those up real nice. And now for my breading, going to take and just mix up my dry ingredients so that they're all nicely mixed up. Alright, so now I've got my wet and dry ingredients all mixed up. So now I'm going to take each chicken tenderloin and I put it in some of this egg wash here and kind of get it covered real nice with that. And then I cover with breading, so just going to get that one covered real good there with breading. And while that one's kind of getting some breading, let another one get some egg wash on it. And after doing that, just going to, I think I'll just go ahead and leave it kind of staged over on the side here in the bowl, and just continue with the rest of these until I get them all basically egg washed and breaded, because I don't want to make a mess inside of my basket there too soon. So just going to finish covering the rest of these up with the egg wash and the breading. Alright, so I've got them all breaded up now, and so I've got my cooking spray, and this egg wash and breading that I've used could just be used in hot grease, but since it's not, to help give some moisture to the exterior, I use a little cooking spray. And so I'm going to just basically now, I'm just going to put them in and just kind of spray them up as I get them all in. So just putting them in and spraying up both sides as I put them into the basket. So I got them all sprayed up, and one thing I need to keep in mind is that the cooker preheats, this Ninja preheats before you do air frying. So I needed to get that out of there. I'll just wipe this off real quick. Alright, so just got that wiped out real quick, and going to close it up and turn it on, and going to hit that air crisp button, and I'm going to do a temperature. I'm going to try 400 degrees. I'm going to leave it at 20 minutes, but I'm thinking, Lord willing, maybe it'll only take 15. But I'm going to keep it at 20 in case I need that extra 5. So I'm going to hit start, and it's going to go ahead and preheat. Once it's done preheating, we'll get the chicken on in. Alright, preheat is all done. Time to add our food. And so we'll just drop that right on in there like that and close up. I'm going to give it 15 minutes and I'll bring you back. Alright, so we're coming to the end of 15 minutes, and like I said, I'm going to check them and see how they're doing. So I'm going to open up, and everything looks well air fried. I don't even think I need to use Thermometer, but I'll just throw it in there anyway. And things are like near 200 in there. I did not open to turn them or anything. I wanted to see how things perform, just throwing things in there. And look at the backside. Backside looks pretty good to me. I mean, 15 minutes and these were like well done. I mean, you know, I don't know, maybe I could have gone 12 minutes, you know, I don't know, but 15 minutes is going to give you a good air fry. You know, you might want to try a little less if you feel you want to try a little less time, but they're good to go. And that's, you know, 15 minutes. Things did have that preheat, so it did have that preheat to rely on to, you know, I guess I missed right there a little bit with the cooking spray, but everything seems to, got them all, everything seems to have cooked up real good, so they look good to me. And so we'll go ahead and do a taste test. So here are our finished air fried chicken tenderloins, and so going to go ahead and do a taste of one and hope I don't burn my mouth, but thank God for this food that I'm praying is tasty. Alright, so I was chewing carefully because they're pretty hot and didn't want to, you know, chew around too fast and burn my mouth. But very good, very well done air fry. You know, I was surprised. I probably could have done less than 15 minutes and they would have turned out good. But, you know, 15 they turn out good. You know, maybe you could do 12 and check them. You know, it's a good cooker there as far as air frying. The only drawback is that it only holds 7, you know, because it's just, you know, not big enough to hold more. So it holds about 7. I probably could have maybe fit, you know, maybe 2, 3 more at most, but then there wouldn't have been as much room for airflow. So, you know, it's able to air fry. It's just not the biggest air fryer, but it does give quality like a basket air fryer that does a preheat. It does give that same type of result with the air frying. So it is a true, you know, air fryer, and I've even shown in my initial review video it can do air frying. And it does a good job with that, and even doing from scratch air frying, it does a great job. And so with all of that said, in the video description, you can find things like links to buy my book. That's a way to help this channel. Also, there are other ways there to help this channel. If you're interested in the cooker itself, there's a referral link there. You can buy, pay the same price, help the channel. And so with all of that said, also on my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com, you can find recipes there as well. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.